What's going on, guys? Art Dude Saz here. You can just call me Saz. I hope everyone is having a great day. Today I have a sort of different video, and that video is going to be that your art doesn't need to break the budget, that you don't need a $250 tablet, you don't need the best drawing glove, you don't need the best drawing stylus or computer. You can just have a great time drawing, and you can have a fun time drawing, even as someone relatively skilled, with a minimal amount of investment spent on drawing materials. So I'm here in the Walmart parking lot, and we're going to go inside, and I'm going to take a look at some of the stuff that they have available, pick up some mechanical pencils, preferably in the 0.5, 0.7, 0.9 millimeter variety, some printer paper, and some pens, some ballpoint pens, maybe some gel pens, and we're just going to see what they have in store, see what they have in stock. So let's go. All right, now that we're back from our little shopping trip at Walmart, let's see what we've got. First, we've got these Pen Plus Gear gel pens. These were about, I think, $2.80, something like that. Got two of them, 0.7 millimeter, so they're a little bit smaller than the 1 millimeter pens I usually come with. Found these actually as well, these felt tips, these paper mates. I don't know what that says. Flare felt tip, won't bleed through paper. 2.7 or 2 pens, 0.7 millimeter, medium point. So there's fine, ultra fine. There's probably a large point. This is the same price as these gel pens, so this will be nice for inking and things like that. I've got this. Everyone knows what Bic is, the lighter brand. They make pencils. I decided to get 0.9 and 0.5 here. I've got 0.9 millimeters, 10 pencils. Great for outlines and things like that. The stronger the lead, the higher the number. So got that, 0.9, and then here we have 0.5. 0.5, good for details, breaks easier. Same as this one. So just bog standard mechanical pencils, nothing to write home about. Got this King Art eraser set. It comes with a kneaded eraser, gum eraser, and a vinyl eraser. Kneaded eraser, good for like soft erasing. Gum eraser, just your standard normal eraser. Vinyl eraser, I've never heard of a vinyl eraser. $2.87. So all of these were about $2.87. This was, I think the pens were $1, and then this, and this were about $2.80, and then I have some ballpoint pens, 8 of them, 1 millimeter. Got a whole bunch of different brands here that I wanted to try out. I needed some erasers. I like some mechanical pencils. Plus, you know, if you don't want to buy stuff, you always got stuff lying around. Let's put that off to the side. At home I had just some Dollar Tree 0.7 millimeter mechanical pencils and some lead refills, 0.7 HB, right? So you can also use stuff lying around. I also had this lying around, right? Copy paper, right? Everyone's got some printer paper lying around. Everyday use in printers and copiers. 20 pounds. That is just plain old copy paper. So copy paper, printer paper, and multi-purpose paper are all different. But the only difference is I think multi-purpose and printer paper are a little bit heavier. I think that's like 24-pound paper. Also, I had some sketchbooks lying around, right? So I got these off Amazon 3 years ago for $5. So got some drawings in there, but this one's a little bit more premium. Perforated sheets, acid-free. It's a little bit of a heavier weight. I don't know what weight they are, but it's got some tooth in the paper, so the graphite can cling to the paper a little bit more. So that's just another stuff I had lying around. Or you can just have a little itty-bitty sketchbook like this, right? You can bring on the go with you. So it just goes to show that no matter, the stuff you have lying around, you can always do a little bit of drawing, right? Always do a little bit of drawing. So all in all, I think on this left side here, 10 to, was it 2, 2, is that 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then another $1. So 3, 6, 9, 12. About $20 worth of art supplies. The printer paper you can buy for like $5. A 500 pack of printer paper, copy paper, $500. You can get a little thing like this for less than $10. And this notebook I got on Amazon for about $5 as well. This one I got a while ago. These sketchbooks and Dollar Tree pencils. So now that I've shown you the stuff you can get on a budget, let's get to showcasing some of these supplies, right? Now that I've gone through some of the supplies I've bought, let's go test them out, right? Starting off with our 0.7 millimeter mechanical pencil. Nothing too fancy about it, right? Got a good even ground between the 0.5 and the 0.9. The problem with mechanical pencils, though, is that the more you draw with them, I don't know if you can see this, the more the edge gets dulled down, leaving it uneven on one side, which means you're going to have to rotate your pencil, right? You have to rotate your pencil over and over and over again. So this one I like the 0.7. I don't really mess with anything else. So let me write that down. 0.7 millimeter MP, right? And then we've got the 0.5. Or actually, this is 0.9. I'm sorry. 0.9's got a thicker lead to it, and you can feel it as soon as you start, and I can tell the difference between the 0.7 and the 0.9. Got a thicker lead to it, better for outlining. You're gonna draw entirely in pencil. Very strong lead, very thick, right? 0.9 millimeter mechanical pencil, right? And then last but not least, we have the 0.5 mechanical pencil. Very weak lead. Can break if you're not careful. Mainly good for details and things like that. Although it's quite hard to tell the difference. I think you need to be an avid mechanical pencil user to tell the difference between them all. Good for details, but for me, I'd rather just stick to the 0.7 for everything, right? That's all the mechanical pencils out the way. Next we have our ballpoint pen, right? Ballpoint pen, great to pair it with pencils or mechanical pencils. It leaves some sort of a, not a streak, but it's not fully black. So as you know, if you've written with a pencil, or a pen, I mean, a ballpoint pen, it doesn't fill it out completely black, right? It's not a vibrant black like you would see in a fine liner, a felt tip, or a felt pen, right? Or a tech pen. Let's do some scribbling here. This is a very good ballpoint pen, just a standard. I think it was 1 millimeter. I'm not sure. Ballpoint. They come in various sizes. Next we have the felt tip pen. I kept calling it a fine liner. This is actually a felt tip pen, and you'll see the difference between this felt tip pen and the ballpoint pen. The blacks are much more vibrant. Ballpoint pens, I think, are oil based, and this one's more alcohol based, maybe. I'm not too sure. This has like more of a waxy feel. Meanwhile, this one has more of a marker feel to it, more vibrant blacks. Most likely good for outlining, shading, etc. Right? Felt tip. Okay, last but not least, we have the gel pen. Gel pen. More vibrant blacks, very smooth, but not on the level of a ballpoint in terms of like the waxy feel, and not on the level of the felt tip in terms of the vibrant blacks. It's more of a happy medium, I think, between the ballpoint and the felt tip, I'm sure. All these can be used for writing, but they can also be used for drawing as well. So for today, I'm just going to showcase some drawings with standard number or 0.7 pencil that I got here from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to show you that not everything has to be digital. Not everything has to be, you know, a $250 tablet with all the fancy features, right? And one good thing about traditional is you take the piece of paper and you just crumple it up and you throw it away. Well, I got this dagger here as a reference, so maybe we can draw this dagger, right? So let me, we're gonna draw it like this, I guess. Rotate your paper. Just the fundamentals, right? We're gonna start with some shapes. Long, cylindrical, right here. When you're drawing any object, you want to do like a line of symmetry, right? Up like this, up like this, horizontally across. I don't know how long we want it to be. Then just something like that, right? There. And we just soft erase it. Fine liner. Got some grooves right there. Gonna raise this a little bit. Gonna go slow and steady here. Extend. Boom. Maybe make it a little. Got a little dagger here. We add some bumps to the side there. Shading. Maybe we can do like shading like this. Seems like I should have made the blade a little bigger. Process. On this side, we'll do a keep the edge. Maybe some spaced out cross edge. There. Got a little entity symbol. We got a little dagger there, right? Take our pencil, erase it. On. That's not too bad. I should have probably made the dagger, the blade a little bit slimmer, but that's okay, right? Just goes to show, you know, we can all practice, we can all learn. Not that bad, right? That bad. See, we done that drawing? Throw it away. Throw it away. Let's do another one. We've got, I think I've drawn this one already. What should we do? Got another, some sort of curved sword here. Can't really see the top. So, sketch it out, right? Sketch it out. Can't really see that top there, to be honest with you. That's some sort of circle. Back around. Just feel it. Just feel it. When you're drawing, especially more traditionally than you would digitally, you just gotta feel it. Curve like this. Come back down. Boom. The little, I don't know what they call that there. Boom, right? Let's let's do a little bit of erasing. Try not to erase, but we want it to curve a little bit more to the right there. Mapping, follow the blade. Boom, there we go. Hitting down here. So instead of using the fine liner this time, let's use the ballpoint pen. Follow it. I really wish I could see what that is. That is at the top there. The back bun is blocking it. Use your arm. Doesn't matter if you got scribbly lines, right? Use arm. Let your arm guide you. So, aiming downwards, feed it downward. For the wraps, go across the handle. Follow way of the handle. Maybe you can see like a little. So maybe we want to do a little bit of line weight, right? So do a bit of line weight here, where kind of interacts. Line weight there. Maybe put some line weight at the tip of the sword here. We can see that it is sharp This right side here is a little pretty white, so maybe we can put a shading right there. You can just, I don't know, maybe you should do some shading like this, right? Really matter. You can do some shading that follows the curve. Follows the curve of the sword. No, and that's a pretty cool sword, huh? So it just goes to show you that you don't need a lot of experience with traditional art. You don't need a lot of experience with digital art. All you need is a pen or a pencil, an eraser, right? And the, you know, a mechanical pencil has both. And you just need a willingness to learn how to draw and some good teachers. And that's all you need to know when it comes to drawing, right? So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I wish you all well on your art journey. Have a great day, guys.